Welcome to Colorado the Angler, where this woman doesn't know how to stop talking, where the lines are tight, and we reel in big fish.
Alright guys, in this video we're going to cover how to level up really fast in Colorado the Angler, starting with we're going to make the Tiger Muskie. By the way, this is not an order of like best to worst or whatever. This is what gives me the most XP and what's gotten me to level 30 so far on console. So, here's the setup for my favorite setup for Muskie. Any rod, anything above like a 25-pound rod will work great. I got the Stallo and the Hund with these are Mission Rod and Reel, with the 33-pound fluoro, the Waggler, any bobber, and then size 5 hook, or 5.6 or 5.4. You can go like what, anything from size 7 down to size 3 works great. I like using size 5 and then a minnow. And like this is it's pretty quick. Feet, 0.7 feet. So pretty shallow. And then anywhere right in this little, not cove, but you guys know what I mean, anywhere right in here. And the muskie. And I'm also going to throw northern into this category as well, because there are both muskie and northern here. And the occasional bass and occasional burbot, but they're not the best. We're after, oh, see, already a fish. We're after the muskie and the northern pike. And the XP for these guys, I'm going to crank up my drag here, is absolutely insane. Now, whatever, we have a smaller one on right now, so we won't get as much XP. But once you get into the big silvers and big golds, and obviously potential diamonds, then you really start to make the XP. And it might not seem a lot of XP in the beginning, but since you can catch so many of these fish so fast, like in the water for like, what, 5 seconds and we got a fish, even if it's not the biggest fish, the XP, ooh, is a jumper. The XP is absolutely insane. Let's see what we got. So we're starting off just with a little Tiger Muskie, just tiny little bronze, 28 XP and 57 credits. So that's with a little bronze. Once you get to the silver, is right up in this cove. Come here from Muskie, same setup. Oh, see, already got another one. Ooh, we got a good one. And this setup is absolutely insane. I love it. And again, anything like over a 25-pound, you can work with, obviously, light rod. It'll just take you a very long time to reel everything in. But the smaller the rod, the more XP you're gonna gain. So I'm using a really heavy rod, but if I were to use like I might even switch to a 22-pound rod just so I can make more XP to level up even more. So this spot is absolutely insane, and you can fish all around here. I mean, that guy caught a 12-pound Tiger Muskie right in chat, and that probably gave him close to 80 XP, which is absolutely insane. And you can level up so fast, even if you're a low level. Like, if you're a low level, that's going to be great. Even if you're a higher level, I'm not super high, but that 80 XP, that can go a long ways if you're getting a whole bunch of silvers. You can always up your hook size to a 4 or a 3, just so you're making sure you're targeting the bigger fish. I like to stick with a hook size 5, just so it kind of evens out with small fish and big fish, because I feel like the more fish you catch, the more XP you're going to get. So yeah, we'll reel in this guy. And again, this spot counts for muskie and northern, so we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. You do have to be a little careful though not that you snap off line, because if they go past that little bridge ledge there, the line will rub against it and then snap. It's looking like we have a bass or the occasional yeah, bass. See, 118 XP for that silver northern and 142 credits just for a minute 40 fight with the minnow. Absolutely insane. Let's move on to the next fish. You go super light, but it'll take you about 30 billion years to get it. And here's how I like to fish for them. That's not what I meant to do. Go to rods. I'm using the same. Oh, I cast it. I didn't even realize. My bad. Go to rods. I'm using the same rod as I did before, but with a jig setup. Same rod, 33-pound line, a size 1 jig, if so you can catch from bronze all the way to diamond, or if you want a 2-aught, you're only going to catch golds or diamonds, and then a medium worm for hook size 1-aught to 2, and then a large worm for 2-aught hooks. I like using just a little one. And here's how I fish for these things. By the way, this is my spot right here. This is my favorite spot, either right here or right here on this lake, or another spot that's super, super good is right here for them. Now, while this is sinking, this can stay at, I like to set this all the way up to 6, which is, it's honestly not even important. And then jig. So on controller, if you look on the bottom left, it'll tell you what to hold. Mine is X for PlayStation, and then PC or Xbox, obviously it'll still tell you what to use. And all I'm gonna do, not reel in or anything, I'm just gonna sit here and jig. And eventually what's gonna happen is, since, as you see, we're on the bottom, it's pretty deep water, but when you get to the bottom, you start jigging, and then usually it doesn't take long. It can take long, but usually it doesn't take long, and you hook up to a nice lake trout. And it's usually, on my rod, it's a good like 5-minute fight, 4-minute fight. So not too bad, but the XP that comes with it is absolutely amazing. So with that being said, play the montage and
You send shivers on my spine. You send shivers.
Come on. This one did take a second for it to bite. Man, I cannot get him up here. Here we go. Again, it's going to be really hard if you got light. Oh, a silver, okay. 151 XP for a silver and 180 credits for a 3.5-minute fight. That is absolutely insane. A ton of money and a ton of XP for these things. Like, it's honestly crazy to think about. You can level up so fast catching these things. It's just insane. And again, here's the spot. And here is my setup. Now, again, this is no order. All of these give great XP. Some of them will give better at lower levels. Some of them you need to do at higher levels. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. And it still give you, like, pretty good XP. So we are right here on the river. Zoom out. Right here. Here is what our loadout is gonna be. So I've got my bait caster, the Spira, 66 pound, which is way too big, but I don't really care. There's the reel, I'm not even gonna try to say that. 33 pound braid, and a very important spinner, hook size 5. That is what you want for these guys. The hook, 5 hook size is great. You can cast anywhere down there, down that, down that, down that, or even in that little cove right here. Just everywhere around here. And it's insane. And here's how we're going to fish for these guys. We're going to drop that. I max my drag out. Drop this down to 1. And then we're just going to slow retrieve. Now for spinners, cast out. Let it sink to the bottom. Rod tip kind of down. And slowly reel it until you get the consistent. And then just keep reeling. And as you see in the bottom left, bottom right, sorry, as my feet 1.3, 1.1, and then eventually it's going to get to 0, and people think that you have to stop to let it drop down. Trout will, for some reason in this game, trout will come right after, even of it being on top of the water, just like that. It doesn't have to be in the bottom, but it's good to start out on the bottom, so then it can slowly work out up, and trout can see that and follow it, and then usually bite at it. Now, sometimes the spot can kind of be hit or miss. Usually it's a good hit, but sometimes it can take a second for them to spawn in, so you do got to remember that. But when they start spawning in, they spawn in crazy, and we get a ton of trout really quickly. So, let me roll montage until I hook into one, which hopefully shouldn't be that soon. Okay, so there's a trout right there. There we go. Didn't take long at all, and now it's so close we can just yoink him in right like that. Look at that. Silver trout, 53 XP, and 105 credits. So this one is more of the cash than XP, but 50 XP for a silver, that's pretty good. And then these guys are so easy to catch that, and they're like everywhere, that you can get so many of them so fast that the XP really stacks up. And these guys are real money makers. That's one of the main reasons why I come here. The XP, I mean, the money for these guys is insane. So if you need to make good money really quickly, come right up here. Now, let me show you this spot. Again, this spot right here. And then you can fish their trout all along. Right here's another really good spot. Anywhere where you see a bridge, a little structure all throughout here. And even way down here, good trout up in these ponds. Really good trout fishing. So yeah, let's move on to the final species, because it's just too good to leave out. The largemouth bass. Topwater largemouth bass is first of all, some of my favorite fishing to do in this game. Second of all, good XP. Third of all, good money. I mean, that guy right there here, look, a 7-pound gold largemouth bass. What's his name? It went away. But whenever you see that in chat, always mark it so you know, because then if we go there, there's probably going to be a gold. So, I'm going to get the boat positioned right here. Here's a setup we're going to be using. Same setup for the trout, just with a size 5 popper. If you never know what size of hook to use, always just use a size 5. With a size 5, you can, like, that catches everything. Except for, like, tiny fish. Now, same thing, 1 speed, max drag, and twitching. So, again, hold triangle for PlayStation, but it'll tell you whatever is on the bottom left what to do. So, look, Siree Hawk caught a largemouth bass, so we're going to open the map. And we're gonna look for them on the map. And then just kind of go around looking. That can't be him. There's a guy up here. It's Country Dude. A guy up here. Up here. Not them. I don't even see this guy. Maybe it's... Oh, no, there's a guy up here. Oh, yeah, see, there he is. Now, right here, now we know. Add marker, gold, set label, largemouth bass. We know there's a gold largemouth bass that is going to be right there. So that means, later on, I can go there and catch a gold largemouth bass. So if you see a diamond, mark it on your map, find the guy, mark it on the map, and then... go there later on. Don't go there though when he's fishing there, because it won't be there. New server, hop on in, go there, and there's a really good chance that he'll be sitting right there. So we're gonna try to get a largie on topwater, that gold largie, and we're gonna see if we can't pull one out. I mean, obviously you can always just run up here and fish next to him, and there's nothing they can do about it. But if I notice they're on PlayStation, I'll ask them. And usually you can find some pretty good friends like that. Obviously, he didn't tell me what he's going to use. And I didn't ask. Because that's just not what you do in fishing in real life. So I'm not going to do it in a game either. But I'm going to throw out a topwater. 1 speed. And get to twitching. It's looking like he's twitching too. Oh no, he's got a fish on. Okay, cool. So, we're just gonna sit here and hope we can hook up into a really nice sized bass. Sometimes it can take a second though. Sometimes the gotta get the bass warmed up. But I see one coming after it, and there it is. Feels like a good one. That is a really, really big rod, so we can yank these guys in quick. Let's see what we got. We got a silver, 38 XP. So a little bit less than a trout, but 76 credits. So I did do this as an honorable mention because you can catch these guys anywhere. Fast XP, good XP, and they're really fun to catch. So there is our honorable mention. So let's jump in now to the last fish on our list. Sauger and walleye. This spot right here, the best spot for sauger and walleye. I got a diamond sauger today. It's in a video that you'll see. It will all be up on the channel. And walleye, the best spot for them. XP good, money good. And it's crazy. Come here at night and you will find them. Not gonna fish for these guys because I've been staying up for a while doing this and I'm kind of done. So, but here's the spot. So thank you guys so much for watching, And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.